Welcome back to This Week in Big Sky Football. I'm Megan Robinson, joined now by the voice of the Lumberjacks, Mitch Strohman. Mitch, you're going to pick games first. You were at that exciting game last Saturday, that comeback win by the Jacks. You've covered this team for a long time. How was this Lumberjack squad in 2025 different from years past?
Head coach Brian Wright, his staff, and how they have fundamentally changed the operational paradigm of this football team from the ground floor up. Brian Wright is a guy that has coached at the highest levels. He's coached at the FBS, Group of 5 level, Division II success, and he brought in with his coaching staff, and the coaching staff was the only coaching staff, by the way, in the Big Sky Conference that was retained 100% from last season. They have really instilled a professional work ethic in this team and a never say die attitude that clearly was the reason why they got that win at a very, very tough Southern Utah team on Saturday.
Mitch, you're talking about Coach Wright. After their season opening game against Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham said that he was out-coached by Brian Wright in that matchup, even though the Sun Devils won. Where have you seen the biggest shift in this program under Coach Wright's tenure?
Resiliency and professionalism, Megan. It's striking to see the difference in this program from pre-Brian Wright to now Brian Wright year 2. And structurally and fundamentally, Megan, you have this no change really from year 1 to year 2 in terms of how the program is designed to function on a day-to-day basis. And that has, I think, given these players an enormous amount of trust in their coaches and in Brian Wright. And it gives the coaches, I think, trust in the players as well, because a lot of the players stuck around.
Mitch, we will save your NAU game pick for last, as they are our game of the week. But let's get into picks right now. Cal Poly coming off a 56-7 win over Western Oregon. Michael Briscoe, massive 4-touchdown game. They face Stephen F. Austin this week. Who do you like in this one?
This is a pretty good matchup, but it's on the road for Cal Poly against a really, really good, curiously enough, Lumberjacks team. I think Stephen F. Austin's going to be a tough out on their home field, so I'm going to give the edge to SFA in that one.
Moving on to our next game, Sac State. They recorded their first win in the Brennan Marion era on Saturday. They host Central Arkansas. Can the Hornets make it 2 in a row?
Yes, I think so. The Hornets are ranked number 22 in the country this week in the coaches poll. I think that is well deserved. But I think we are seeing the Hornets being what we thought prior to the season the Hornets were going to be, a very, very difficult team to beat. And at Hornet Stadium, no, I'm going Sac State, number 22 Hornets get the win at home in a big non-conference game.
Finally, our game of the week, another top 25 matchup featuring the Big Sky. 17th ranked NAU hosting 19th ranked Incarnate Word. The Lumberjacks have won 8 straight in the walk-up Sky Dome. Will they make it 9 this weekend?
This is a marquee game, I think, in the FCS this week. I really do. And not just because you've got two teams here that are in the top 20 in a non-conference showdown, but I think you've got two teams here in University of the Incarnate Word and Northern Arizona University that both feel like right now they need to prove something. We had a tough loss against University of the Incarnate Word last year in San Antonio. Would like to see a little payback. And then there's that home field winning streak you talked about, Megan. They take protecting the turf in the Sky Dome really seriously under Brian Wright. I'm going with the Lumberjacks, but I'm not saying that it's not going to be a tough game.
Well, Mitch, like you said, it should be a very good one, another top 25 matchup. Thank you so much for being here, and enjoy that game on Saturday. Will the Big Sky get another top 25 win? Can the Jacks extend their home win streak to 9? We'll get those answers and more on Saturday. Thanks for joining me for another episode of This Week in Big Sky Football. I'm Megan Robinson. I'll see you all next week.